Well, happy Father's Day, everybody. And, well, I guess it's not everybody. It's to the fathers and grandfathers, since I'm one as well. I'm here with Geoff. Geoff, thank you so much for letting us interview you. Geoff is recovering from surgery, but we'll get to that. It's been, 8 days?
14 days.
14 days, my goodness. But still fragile. But, Geoff, on this Father's Day, your father died about the same age as you are now, and you were 16 when it happened. Can you just tell us what was your dad like? What have you got a memory of your dad?
Yeah, one clear memory is the last time I saw him.
Right.
He was going out the door, and there's a window, and he pulled a funny face. Like, he was a bit more of a serious man, a very friendly, loving man, but that's a beautiful memory.
It is a lovely memory, isn't
I've got
it?
it.
Yeah. And like I said, you were about 16 when he died. Can you remember where you were when you were told?
Oh yeah, it's clear as day. It was such an emotional hit. I was devastated. I was in the lounge room of our house, and when we got told, yeah.
People often have regrets when their parents die or a loved one dies. Do you carry any of that?
Oh, he was a good man, and I didn't get to tell him that he was a great father.
Okay.
And so I appreciated him and I valued him, and he died very suddenly, and so that's probably one of the things that I wish I just along the way told him that.
Well, that's a very good reminder on this Father's Day. Well, you're a missionary to Malta, and you've come back on furlough, and you had a medical test and discovered that you had a similar issue with your heart. In fact, it was so serious, your aorta was 3 times the size it should have been, heart was expanded. You could have died this year, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's what they said. Any time in the last year I could have died.
Wow, which was the same age as when your dad died, so that kind of brings it home. Can you remember what went through your mind when the doctor was telling you?
I at first thought, wow, if God wants to take me, I'd go to heaven. I'd be better by far in His presence.
Right.
But also there was this grief, because I thought, wow, I've got a wife, Robin, and 3 beautiful kids, and I don't want to leave them. I want to be there for them and guide them and grow them up knowing the Lord. And so there was these mixed feelings in the office of the surgeon.
Yeah. You've got 3 kids. You've just been told that. Were you worried for them? Like, if the worst happened? I mean, you've had major surgery. You don't know how these things are going to play out. What sort of fears or thoughts were going through your mind as you faced surgery?
I just had flashbacks, like I died at 16 when my dad died at 16, and Tim's 16. I was brought up in a non-Christian family, and God grabbed me by the scruff of the neck, and He saved me. He brought me through that. He was my father, and will forever be my father. And so I just thought, wow, even if I go, God's got my back. He'll look after my children. He's already shown that on the cross. He's the best hands for me, or my kids to be in, the nailed, marked hands of Jesus. It shows His commitment and His love to me and my family. So I'm going to trust Him no matter what
It allows you to face your own death with more confidence, not just for your sake, but for their sake as well.
Yeah, because that's the bigger thing, not about me.
Yeah.
It's I'd be with the Lord. It's for them. And
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
So you're a dad. You've got 3 beautiful kids. What do you love about being a dad?
I don't know. I just love them. I can picture them, all 3 of them now, and I know I just love them. I want the best for them. I want to be there for them. I want to enjoy. I get excited when they're excited. I get excited when they're growing to be more like the Lord and make some great decisions for Him. It's just a beautiful thing being a father. I think God gives you a special bond with your own children. Absolutely. I don't know how it all totally works, but it just works.
It's good. It's a great gift, isn't it, Geoff?
It is. It's
Geoff,
a blessing.
Brother, thank you so much for sharing with us on this Father's Day. And I think you've just reminded us that let's go home and tell our dads we love them, and while we're thankful for them, even though we know they're not perfect. Have a great Father's Day, guys.